Detox dude doesn't buy nice cars, doesn't buy nice clothes. Everything I wear is kind of pretty mediocre. Don't own watches. What I do buy is $20,000 lights. Let's open it up. You know you buy nice when it comes on a pallet and you can basically fit a body in it. All right, here we go. This is Carlos Ghosn coming to us from Japan. Let's see what we got inside. So what we got here from Helios Lamps, which is my favorite light company. I own a lot of lamps from them. This is their sort of premier flagship lamp, made and designed in Italy, shipped from Italy. Had to pay like $3,000 total between shipping and customs and all of that. This has like full spectrum, red light, infrared, UVB, UVA. It's basically trying to replicate the sun. Now, obviously that'll never really be officially done. That's not possible, I don't think. They try their best, right? So there's really not a lot of competition. From what I understand, this is the best company and the only company that makes the level of quality. I've owned a lot of red light machines. I've owned a lot of lamps in general. My favorite two lights by far are the two Helios lights that I have inside there, which I'll talk about in another video most likely, or you've already seen it on my channel. So let's get moving here. Full body, pretty cool. You okay? But I do virtually everything intuitively. I try my best to see some sort of science or learn from people who do understand science, but I am a very, very intuitive creature. And the more I detox and the more that I heal, the less I actually care about any fancy words. And I literally just feel things. Like, I feel what this company represents. I feel the quality of the machine when I'm in the presence of a machine. I feel what things do to my body. All the biohacking equipment I have, I didn't do 1 minute of research on like, is there scientific studies? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. At this point, when you start cleansing for a decade, you trust your vehicle. I don't even know what this thing does, but I saw it and I was like, I fucking want that. This is exciting, right? And I know the power of vitamin D, of the active form of vitamin D. That is so important for hormonal health. And so anything I can do to boost my active vitamin D, not synthesized vitamin D supplements or anything like that, true proper vitamin D from UVB that I know is gonna boost my health systemically. So we are gonna have a call soon with Shanti, who I believe is the founder of the company, and he can share more about the scientific side of things and all of that. But in the meantime, my explanation will be very, very much bro science. And I'm okay with that. If you follow me, if you like my work, you gotta understand that I am a bro scientist, right? And I don't think there's a problem with that necessarily. So let's keep going. Let us unbox the $20,000 Helios lamp. You ready? Woo! Wow. So we got near infrared, UVB, and UVA. These are UVB, very sexy. Good thing I have some extension cords. As you can see, I do things very quickly and harshly without much patience whatsoever. Nice. Oh, and then you get to choose all of them: infrared, UVB, UVA. You have duration, and then you have strength, I suppose. Ooh! All right, well, I'm not gonna use it yet because you can fry your skin. You gotta figure out exactly how far away you wanna be from it, and then the duration, because these UVB lights are strong. Full body, wow, that is epic. All right, guys, so you saw the unboxing video. You saw me starting to use this device. I obviously have really no idea what it actually does other than from an intuitive standpoint. And I've used a bunch of the other Helios lamps as well. The vitamin D lamp, the red light I've shared with you guys before. Helios, in my opinion, seems to be the best company in this industry. And I'm gonna share more in the info description of this video about why I think so. And actually Shanti wrote a beautiful write-up about what separates them from all the other red light companies in this industry. And so welcome, Shanti. I would love if you could explain this crazy gadget here. What am I doing with this thing? How am I gonna use it? How is it gonna benefit me? And just give these guys the download.
Okay, so thank you, Josh, first of all, to have me here. As you may understand from my accent, I am originally from Italy. Okay, so what you see here is the Mercurio, is a full body UV light therapy combined with red light therapy. But let me go a little bit deeper into the details. On the market, you find UVA only or UVB only lamps. The UVA only lamps are for tanning, and then you have the UVB, which are of course for vitamin D. But we took a different perspective. We want to reproduce the sun, the benefits of the sun in home. So we didn't only use UVB, but also UVA. We mostly use UVB and a small amount of UVA. The UVB is good for vitamin D production, natural vitamin production. It's good for hormones, especially steroid hormones, and the light that you receive is actually good for moods as well. Because we have to remember that the sun is not just for vitamin D. We have some research that UVB light is good also for the gut microbiome as well. It's good to regulate circadian rhythm and so many benefits. But I would say hormonals and vitamin D production are probably the one that people look for the most. But UVB therapy can be good also for people with skin issues like psoriasis, eczema, vitiligo, and etc. The UVA has other benefits like nitric oxide production is one of the main things. So it's indirectly good for the heart and for energy production, and has all this combined as a synergistic benefit. We didn't end up here. We also added red light and pulsar light. Red light, we use those big bubble that you see is called chip on board. The chip on board allows the light to reach all tissues everywhere, give more uniformity to the light, and allow the red light. We bring the best of the sun and we combine all together in one lamp.
So now, in terms of how to best use this, what are the best practices in terms of daily use, how far away, etc., etc.?
If you want to have a stronger effect, you should stay about 6 inches away.
6 inches, okay.
If you want something less strong as effect, you stay further inches, more or less. And depends from the skin type. I always suggest to start at 1 minute on one side and 1 minute on the other side.
Okay.
Especially if you have light skin or you live in an area where there's not much sun, or you're a person that spends too much time indoor and doesn't stay much outside. So you start with 1 minute, one side and the other side, and then we suggest to go to about 5 minutes per side. And if your objective is increase vitamin D and testosterone, you want to get your blood work done before you start to use it, and after a few months see how it goes. And if it's not increased much, then it's better you get closer, maybe to the 6 inches. It depends how you respond. If the advantages of the Mercurio is that allow you to do red light and UV, A and B all together at the same time. So you act on the mitochondria, you act on inflammation, you act on circulation, and all the benefits, of course, of red light.
So what time of the day is best to be using this device?
Okay, for the red light, it depends. But for a UV light, you want to mimic the cycle of the sun. The best time is when you wake up. For the red light, you basically can use whenever you want, except the chip on board. In the evening, you shouldn't point it towards you because it stimulates too much and you may have trouble sleeping. Especially in the winter, take some distance and don't look straight, but expose the eyes to the UV. Same thing with the sun. You don't want to look straight to the sun.
Got it.
It's not good for the eyes.
Okay, so imagining it's the same as the sun. You're not going to stare at it. You're not going to let it fry you, but if you're just glancing around and it's in your periphery, it's fine. Thank you for coming on the show. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to be using this every single day, first thing in the morning. Like you heard in the conversation I just had with Shanti, I'm going to use it to a T, 7 minutes a day, twice a day. I'm going to also put the other light on the other side. I'm going to go all in on light therapy. I really believe this is the future of medicine. I'm super excited for this. I'll share a follow-up video. Maybe even we'll get my testosterone or my vitamin D checked before and after. I'm not 100% sure about that just because of all the work it entails, but so I don't want to give you my word on that. But I'll give you my word that I'm going to use this every day. And for me, honestly, I can feel things and I'll just know things based on feel. Obviously, you want to know the levels and all of that. I'll try and get it done. We'll see. But this thing is badass. Quality is amazing. I love that it's made in Italy. I'm sold on Elio's products for the rest of my health journey. I don't buy any other red light. I don't buy any other light machines. I have the one for the teeth, a small one. I have a big one. I have the vitamin D lamp for the office. I just love Elio's products. I'm all in. Yes, I have an affiliate relationship with them. You can see my affiliate links in the section. I only will give you an affiliate link with a product of something that I actually like. And I've been using these guys for years now, 3-4 years already. Hope you enjoyed the show. Talk to you soon. Peace.